As you know, to be present, it helps to feel the entire energy field of the body. So you occupy the present moment by occupying the body or inhabiting the body. So presence is a whole body phenomenon. It goes deeper than the physical body. There is an animating presence that you can feel pervading the entire energy field. And you can still, there's enough awareness left to be aware of your surroundings and to look and listen and yet be rooted in that spacious presence. In being, one could say, rooted in being. And then the doing is less problematic and doesn't completely draw you out of yourself the moment you start doing. And of course thinking is also a kind of doing. And that's the critical point for many people who already are able to be present in a protected environment, like here, or if you're at home, the room. So a protected environment is like a greenhouse for presence, where you grow plants so that the plant is not exposed to the elements in where it would quickly die. The elements, of course, means, in our case, the challenges of daily life. And quickly dying here, in this metaphor, or whatever it is, means that presence is quickly lost the moment you start, even the moment, perhaps not even a challenge, even starting to talk and think with people and discuss something. And then immediately all the attention goes into the head, into thought, and so you are no longer occupying the body, but you are occupied by your thoughts. Another word for occupy is possessed. And every thought is who you think you are. You are identified with the thoughts, you are run by the script in your mind, and that becomes the me. And it's in continuous, almost continuous state of unease, anxiety, concern, worry, the heaviness of it all, the frustration of it all, because most things weren't supposed to happen, at least not that way, maybe some other way. And most things have hidden things that come with them. Even if you achieve something that the mindset that will make me happy, there's something else that comes with it that wasn't planned. It has a downside or an up. So instead of being possessed or occupied by your mind, you occupy the body. And then if you want, you can go out and occupy Wall Street. But if you go and occupy Wall Street or some other city or street without occupying the body, which means without being present, then you are not part of the solution, but part of the problem. As has happened many times in history, that the revolutionaries or whoever they were, who had wonderful intentions, became part of the problem, especially when they succeeded. So, you can then feel alive without needing mental or emotional stimulus to make you feel alive. And if you cannot sense that inherent indwelling aliveness, then you are desperate for some kind of stimulus to help you feel that you are alive, which could be, in the past that would have been problematic, but in our present civilization, there is a whole industry designed to provide stimulus for your mind. Quite pointless. There's no actual significant content to it. Its whole reason for being is to provide stimulus for the mind. Like the radio announcer who talks in between the music in an excited voice. When you go to a foreign country and you're in a taxi, and the taxi driver has the radio on, and you don't understand the language, and he's talking, it's something incredibly important must have happened. But if you could actually understand it, you would see it's totally meaningless. So there's an enormous force behind it, but it is devoid of any content. There's nothing meaningful is being said. It's just to provide some stimulus in some very fleeting emotion, sometimes anger. Certain TV or radio stations are based upon making you feel, giving you a high of righteous indignation or anger. Some people specialize in that. They are always basically angry about something, and people love tuning into that because then they can feel angry too, and gives them a substitute sense of aliveness. And then that passes, and then you need something else. Of course, there's no shortage of stimulus. Then you can write comments on one of the many places on the web where you can express your thoughts. So the wonderful thing is you don't need that anymore when you can sense that you're alive without needing the stimulus of some thoughts or emotions or something happening or some artificial external high, something you need to ingest to make you feel alive. Food, some drug, drink, or you need some sex, because meets all the excitement of starting an affair with someone. Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it? And then, of course, it doesn't last very long, because the beginning of an affair is only the beginning. And then the problematic mind starts. So, as one French philosopher said, I don't remember who, Pascal maybe, all the problems of mankind are due to people's inability to sit quietly in a room. The ability to sit quietly in a room, of course there are implications to it. It sounds very superficial, but the implication is in order to be able to sit quietly in a room, you need to be connected to that deeper sense of aliveness within you. If you're not connected to that, you cannot sit quietly in a room. Either you'll fall asleep or you become extremely restless and anxious. Nothing's happening. Don't feel alive anymore. And in a relationship, without that sense of aliveness, of being, you need drama. Without the drama, the relationship doesn't seem alive anymore, because you don't feel alive without it. It may not be pleasant, but at least something is happening. So, to be rooted in being, the most vital thing is to have that ability and then not lose it when you move into doing. That's the art. You can practice watching television and feeling the inner body at the same time. Watch discussion programs on television and watch the news on television and feel that. Listen to other humans, feel from that inner place of connectedness. Then you don't need to think, except when thinking is required. And when it comes from that deeper place, it's inspired thinking, fresh, alive, new,